Hello everyone! Chapter 6, Trig Equations. Learning Target 3. This is Miss Oshier.
And Miss LaHart.
Let's solve us some equations.
Alright, strategy.
Strategy, people. We gotta think.
Step 1.
Isolate the trig function.
Step 2. Evaluate using inverses using positive value. Step 3. Find the quadrants and name your angles. Should have an S at the end.
Angle, and then parentheses with the S.
Just in case.
Just in case. We'll tell you what that means in a little bit. So again, isolate, evaluate, find, boom.
Alright.
So,
you do need to know who's positive where because that's going to come into play
oh boy,
all over the place. Okay, let's start easy.
So there's an equation. Guys, this is like when we gave you x equals 1/2 in 7th grade, and we were like, hey, you just solved your equation, okay? It's almost that easy. But we need to find theta. So in order to get rid of cosine, quote unquote, you have to perform the inverse of cosine. This is saying where is cosine 1/2?
Okay, and as you see, I pulled up a graph, and where y equals 1/2, there's multiple regions, and there will be continually, infinitely many solutions that will work for this. But we just want from 0 to 2 pi.
Now, most of you are going to use your calculator and do the cosine to the -1 button, and we get that, and you're going to get 60. But again, there are infinite solutions.
And since we say from 0 to 2 pi, there's one more angle measurement where cosine is positive. Where else is cosine positive, Miss Oshier?
It's in the 4th quadrant with cosine. C for cosine. A-S-T-C, cosine.
So we know that there's a 4th quadrant angle. So your 60 degrees is your reference angle. So 360 minus, oh, look at us.
Look at us finding
Oh, look at the pointings.
Yeah, I like it.
And then reference
300.
angle. So 360 minus 60. So there's 2 angle measurements where it will equal 1/2. 60 degrees and 300 degrees.
Don't forget it. Okay. And now we were kind of just telling you here it could be 0 to 360 or 0 to 2 pi. If it was 0 to 2 pi, these best be in radians.
Yep. And we will always make that clear.
So note that the restrictions have to be there. So if they say that you're solving it on the interval 0 to 2 pi, radians, like we just said, 0 to 360 degrees.
You won't get full credit if the situation is happening. If
yes,
you give
we
us
will give you a
rating.
3.5. That's what that means.
Depends on who you are. What?
Cosine, so again, we did this. So you go ASTC, you decided those two, so you get the 300. Okay?
Oh,
We're
that
just
was the
talking
ending it. Okay. A little bit harder. We add some more things in it. But step 1 is always
Isolate.
so you isolate that tan function. Now,
subtract the
some
1,
people-
divide the radical 3. Boom.
you got it. Some people switch, take the tangent and switch it with a variable. That whatever works for you. Some people like that because they're nervous when they start dealing with tangents.
Because there's letters.
But whatever,
But remember that this is tangent theta, so that has to go back in if you're going to do that strategy.
Yes. Now, we said in the beginning, you're always evaluating with the positive value. It doesn't matter if it's negative.
Yep.
Okay? So we know where is tangent negative. We know we're dealing in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. So I'm going to have 2 answers.
You're going to have the answer for this quadrant and the answer for that quadrant. Okay?
So always use, when you put in the inverse, you always have to use the positive measurement.
Right. If you were going to use your calculator, use the positive measurement.
The negative will give you a weird answer, and then you would have to think it through. It just takes a while.
Yep. So
Okay.
always positive in the calculator.
Okay, so now our reference angle we're dealing with is 30 degrees.
But 30 is in this non-starred quadrant.
So we got to get it in a starred quadrant. So again, reference angle. So 180 minus 30, 360 minus 30. Those are your 2 angle measurements.
There they are.
But it is 0 to 2 pi, so hopefully
Change it to
when we
radians.
click the button, oh, look
Boom.
at that. It does work. Okay?
Look at us go. So it's a lot of stuff you've already done, just all put into one.
Yes, I think there's one more.
Okay, so
yeah.
evaluate. So we subtract 6 and we get x equals 1. So we get cosine theta equals 1.
Sine is the y, cosine's the x. Where is the x? Positive 1.
0. And 360.
Ooh, look at the units.
But pay attention. It says from 0 up to, but not including 2 pi.
So are you using 2 pi or are you using 0?
So just 0, not also 2 pi.
Okay. Ooh, last question. Now this might happen. Don't freak yourself out.
Don't freak out.
Sine of theta, it's isolated. So you go to put your inverse in. Oh, and nothing. It says error.
Error.
Because think about your unit circle. Sine is the y. Is y on your unit circle ever
Unit.
bigger than 1?
Unit. No.
No. So this is no solution.
0 with a line.
Or no solution.
All right, everyone. That's it for this video. We'll see you in Learning Target 4 momentarily. Have a fantastic day.
We're killing it right now. Killing it.
Killing it.
Because then we won't have to make a video until